Well, that's
This is
par
going
for
to
the
be a fun
course.
one.
Welcome to another episode of Drag the Lake. We have special guest David Koresh. What was it like having sex with all those children?
Is that the Kool-Aid guy? Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. No, you're thinking of fuck. I can see him. I can see him in my mind's eye.
Timothy. Nope.
Chalamet. Yes, he was in
Yes.
Marty Supreme. Was about
Fuck
sex with
ballet.
sex with children.
Fuck musicals.
I heard no, I heard did you see the Oscars? I heard they actually found about 12 more awards to give Sinners. It was a beautiful night.
It's crazy. Look, man. Hey, I'm an ally. You know that. I'm. I've been controlled by the gay agenda all South by Southwest. I know how to
The
be an ally.
the gay agenda pays part of your bills.
Most of my bills.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. It's great. I love gays and blacks are wonderful too. So, but I mean that is not.
Why did your tone fall off? You're like, I love gays and
Because I'm
blacks.
about to say something negative. Because I'm going to say something negative, and it's gonna
no.
contradict what I'm saying.
But it's not based. I'm pretty sure I know what you're about to say.
That's not an Oscar-winning.
Send them back.
movie.
Wait, what?
What? No, it was just Sinners, just the movie. Wait, what were you talking about?
What were you talking? No, okay.
You can finish your thought. You go ahead and finish your thought. What were you saying?
Computers mess it up. Computers mess it up. Oh,
Andy,
be right
you're
back.
glitching a little bit. Oh, okay. So it's the Andy and Pat. It's the Stanley and Pat show. Stanley's even twice as racist as you. So, there's a weird little thing where I go, did anybody see Creed 3? Do you know what I mean? Did anybody see any of the Creeds? I don't understand that. Like that, I can understand giving him an Oscar for. But Sinners is a fucking. It's a look where my hand's at, right in the middle. It's a vampire movie,
dude.
It's a fucking vampire movie. It was a lovely vampire movie, but I
love Coogler.
Vampire movie.
I love Coogler. He seems like a really cool dude. Oh, sidebar on that. Someone did a side by side. They used AI to make Stavros black, and it looks like Fat Coogler. It's hilarious. I was like, this is oh my god. So that's just a quick sidebar. No, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I think the second you put Coogler's been making movies, and like Sinners is an enjoyable movie, but it's on par with fucking Creed and all the other movies he's made. I've never watched a Coogler movie and been like, that's a bad movie. But I never watched
a bad movie. That's the thing. I don't want to. You're making me say negative things about a fine movie, a very good movie, but it's not an Oscar-winning movie. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, especially. I mean,
my therapy cat's here.
I mean, these conversations are always tough because you're like, if you technically want to have the right conversation, you have to then also go see at least 10 to 20 other movies.
Yeah,
and you're like, I just know how Sinners was.
Right. It was. It's a, and that's what I'm saying is like it was.
Well, and can I say this too? That like, besides being fine, there was also aspect of Sinners where, it's kind of funny because like the people who are afraid to criticize Sinners, I go, you guys know it's not 2016 anymore. Like it's all those people are so like people aren't spazzing about this stuff. You can talk about this stuff without having people spaz. You know what I mean? And it's like, so it's like, guys, it's 2026. You're allowed to say that the music scene in Sinners was the gayest shit ever.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I heard somebody
when they're going back.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I cut you off. When they're going back in time and you see a Chinese lady in like her garb, and then you see a guy break dancing next to a guy playing the blues, you're like, that scene was gay as fuck.
Yeah, and you know how famously Asian people and black people have always gotten along perfectly, swimmingly, like equally 100%. That's what I'm saying.
Only second to how blacks and Jews have gotten along.
Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Is somebody? I heard somebody specifically cite that music, and they're like, "Oh, and that music scene was stunning," and all this other shit.
I think
it was stunning in the sense of like, why are you were doing fine with the movie up until this one part where you're like, Well, now you made it. You made the vampire movie crazy surreal now, where it's this weird thing where you're like, now we're gonna dance through culture of music through all the time, and you're like, you know
Yeah,
what I
and
mean? Like it's
well, and
one of those
also
things
it's
where it's
one of
just a
those.
big sigh where it was you just put a weird you shoved you rammed
Well, no, it's one
like
of the things
messaging
where
into just a
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
vampire movie.
It's one of the fucking things where they go like, also we're gonna use music to explain. You're like, okay, so all the music scenes are gonna go a little bit too long. That's what you're
Right,
telling me. That's what that means every single time.
right.
Every time I've ever seen a song in a movie, I don't go, I want to hear the whole song. I don't know why, but you never want to hear the whole song in a movie.
And that's what I'm saying is when you take the thing when people are able to take like subtext or they're able to take a message and they're able to like put it into the story of a movie where you're like where you in retrospect you look back and you go, oh yeah, that was kind of like that. And like I go, okay, so we're at the the black social club. Let me guess, the vampires are all white. And they go, you know what I mean? And then it's like knock, 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 and you're like, oh, look at that, 3 evil vampires that are white. And I go, it's not subtle.
That's well,
And
yeah,
then when
that's
they
the
go like,
best
let's
way
do the
to.
part where we pay respect to music and black culture, and you're like, let's make that heavy-handed as
No,
fuck.
that's a
So
good
we
way
put
to
a
put
DJ
it.
in this
That's a good
barn.
way. That's a good way to put it because fucking Kugler, like even like he's not good at he's not good at subtlety. He's very like on. He's like this is what happens and this is what it means and this and this and this and this and that. Like to the point at the very end where it's just like not I'm not gonna be mad about a scene of KKK members getting gunned down, but again, it's just like having that exclamation point on the sentence of the movie. It's like even the way he did that, you're like, it's just so like you don't make it fun. You know what I mean? You don't make it again like you were saying heavy handed. It's just the way it is. It's like one of those movies that when you describe it, it kind of sounds cool or whatever the fuck, but like execution it just I don't know, man. It just like again, it was fine, but it wasn't completely there.
It was just it was a vampire movie that they go like, let's put racial tones in this, and you go, okay, and that's what I'm saying. Look, what I'm saying is not the movie. It's not that the movie doesn't deserve to exist. It's not that the movie was. It was a great movie.
Wait, wait, wait. Can I don't mean to cut you off. Can we stop doing that?
The
Uh
qualifications, yeah,
yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day where you like it's a funny thing you have to do every time. Well, you don't have to, but people feel the need to do every time you talk about a police shooting. Now, let's just be clear. I'm not saying the cop deserved to tee off on his
yeah,
face and shoot him 7 times. You're like,
yeah.
can we go back to just assuming that part's like
I wish we could, Andy, but unfortunately, there are some people that are like, I don't know, it was justified. I don't see anything wrong with it, and you're like, you
Yeah, I
gotta
guess
be,
you're
you're
right. What?
you're
Yeah,
joking, right?
yeah, I guess you're
but
right.
but I understand what you mean. But in our
Sorry,
case,
it was just funny because I was literally thinking about that yesterday, and I go like, it is like, it's why I always laugh when RFK Jr. was like that the vaccines are making us autistic, and I go like, I mean, I could see where he's coming from because everyone's autistic all the fucking time.
yeah, I'm just saying that as far as like when it comes to this movie in particular, it's none of the things that I think would get people that look like us mad usually about oh, they're just trying to put in this message. I don't give a fuck. Put message away. Go message. But
Well,
like
I
this
will say
particular
this.
film was just was a good vampire movie. It was like it was one of those things of giving Dust Till Dawn a fucking Oscar would be crazy, but it was a good vampire movie.
Well,
It would be crazy to give it an Oscar though.
I will say this. I do have to give Kugler props because I just found out racism was bad. And it like,
Oh, is
you
that
know,
what they were saying?
yeah, apparently racism has like changed. All right,
Oh
that's a
God,
whole
we
paragraph. Yeah.
activated fucking Jesus Christ, brother.
I'm literally not even reading
This
that.
is
You're
what I'm
not
saying. This is why we have to qualify. Is
you're
because
not getting banned, you're getting snoozed. No, we
yeah,
don't we just have
this
to
is
not care. We just have to not care.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that like the reason is when it's two fat white dudes with beards talking about the sinners, we just got to be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those guys exist too, but also we're just saying on a movie level, it was a good movie.
Well, no, it's
Like it's just like acting wise, I think he was better in Creed. Also, Fruitvale Station, Fruitvale.
Fruitville
whatever.
Station, yeah.
Michael B. Jordan was excellent in that movie, Oscar award winning for sure. But I'm
Well,
just
no,
saying,
it's well, no, it kind of goes back to because I feel bad honestly for Sinners and everyone involved because
yeah,
basically, well, no, you have to think about it too, like because I thought about it after the BAFTAs. Like they apparently edited out people yelling "Free Palestine," but they didn't edit out a guy screaming the N-word. Tourette's or not, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
even the guy screaming the N-word with Tourette's was probably like, really wish you would have edited that out. Like, I hate that I did that.
Yeah.
Or, there's deep-seated racism. Why is that the word he said? That's it. Okay.
Why did they bleep out all the other times I said
Tourette's
it?
isn't an excuse. It's actually the greatest excuse ever for that. But well, whatever. Let's not harp on the logical argument. But no, it was so like I was like, they did the BAFTA shit on at this point, I'm like, they did the BAFTA shit on purpose. They left that in on purpose. And because I saw something where they were like, oh, I think that they got miscommunication. It's like, really, like everyone in there is gonna act like such a fucking homo about this that you're not like in the truck being like, we better like. You don't know. Everyone at the BAFTAs knows exactly where the N-word was on the footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys left that in there on purpose. And then it's like, you do this thing too with Sinners where, and I don't know if it's, dude, sometimes I think it's like this weird, because like, in the Hollywood spaces, it's still like 2014, 2016 with all the like over the top woke shit with that. Like how they're thinking about stuff. It's like ultra progressive. All that fucking shit. You know what I mean? So it's like there's part of me that goes, is it just like pussy white people giving them 16 nominations because they're like, yeah, you know how many nominations I gave Sinners? I gave Sinners so many. Is it that, or is it like, because then there's also this like inverse of evil white person that goes like, oh, because now like everyone in Sinners is now stuck in an alternate universe where they have to go, Sinners was one of the greatest movies ever made. They have to do that. They can't, because they can't go like, they can't accept like, oh yeah, they gave it like it was Sinners.
It got a heavy push. It got a heavy push.
Yeah.
And it's because
like you've just like this is the multiverse of madness, Pat. They've created a multiverse where the Sinners characters have to exist in a false reality now, or else they have to give their Oscar back. And I go, that's shitty to do to them. You're like, I don't hate Coogler, but you're like, you're making Coogler think he's fucking Scorsese.
A charity case, or I would think more either you're hyping him up to the point of Scorsese, or you're giving him the complex of like, this isn't earned. I've done better movies than this.
It's one or the other, exactly. So you're like, you're just fucking with these people.
This kind of pisses me off. This is the year that pisses me off for Oscars, I guess. Sean Penn won an Oscar for So Many Battles, for his cartoonish Colonel character where he's like, what was it, Colonel Lockjaw?
I mean, I don't know. You're not gonna I'm still surprised you didn't like that. That character was
so silly. It's so silly just to be like, I'm every single stereotype from a guy. I don't know. Literally got a lockjaw. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. What is this? I mean, I love Looney Tunes. We're talking about that.
Well, fucking, where do you think your nickname of gay and retarded comes from? Like, that's how you get nicknames.
I thought it was Dusa.
What?
I thought it was Dusa because I'm so beautiful like Medusa.
Yeah, apparently Marty Supreme didn't win a lot either. Yeah.
Was that the Contacts one? This was his Illuminati shaming, I think.
Oh, 100%. He stepped out of line and had a real opinion. Because, that's basically, Chalamet. He stepped out of line. He said, yeah, this gay shit no one likes. Actually, no one fucking likes.
If he would have won for the ping pong movie, he would have absolutely fucking. It would have been a riot for sure.
They would have shot him from a fucking clock tower.
It's crazy. There's no reason he would have ever won for that fucking ping pong movie. That again, nobody's seen. Like, we're not gonna watch any other. We've all seen Sinners. That's the one that wins all the awards. That's the only one everyone's seen.
Yeah,
it's like, here you go. It was a good movie. We saw it. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just really do. I think at this point, You see it with like all these award shows because it's like truly no one cares that I think I think a bunch of fucking dorks like us who need strangers to validate our opinions on art care about this stuff, but I think normal people are just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go to the movies and see whatever I want. Big Bang Theory is the biggest show in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Chuck Lorre's worth $1 trillion. Like, do you think normal people give a fuck what you say about fucking movies? But
don't you think Benicio del Toro should have won? Like, I mean, like if
I don't
anybody,
know. I don't really know who won for what, to be honest. I was just making sinners jokes, and then the pod was hot.
yeah, Bob was hot. Oh,
What did Benicio del Toro do?
I'm saying that shouldn't he? I think if Lockjaw won or whatever his name was, the Sean Penn's character.
Oh, for supporting actor?
Yeah, out of supporting characters, I think Benicio del Toro had way more of an effect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, I
but
did fuck with Sean Penn in that movie, and his character was very interesting. But also at the same time, Benicio del Toro, like they both deserved it the same amount.
yeah, I think it was just kind of a weird. It's there we've talked about it a billion times where it's just a gesture. So like it's all it really is. So like it's fine. You know, give everybody their statues. Everybody did a good job. I'm not saying anybody did a bad job. I'm not going to rail against anybody. I don't give a shit.
There's some movie called Hamnet. That's how you catch Pat in a ham net.
Oh yeah.
What is this
about that? You know, most people, it's about Shakespeare. It's about the person that.
Oh, is it like
him writing Hamlet?
Okay. Well, they have to do that. Every Oscars, they have to have one movie that everyone goes, what is that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah. It's a thing where you're like, it's interesting, I guess, but it's also like, yeah, it's Shakespeare, it's blah blah blah. There's writing Hamlet. What do we call it? I don't know. Hamnet. And you're just, you know what I mean? Like it just feels like a thing where you're just like you're just, we got to do our Shakespeare fucking period piece movie to throw in the considerations to lose to everybody else, whatever it is. You know, we got to put the scathing retrospective on either the church or government. We got to do the crazy independent one that was like came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like they do that every fucking year, and it's just like, and then you give it to Sinner. It's just so silly to give it to a fucking horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait. Let me see. I looked up nominations. Let me look up winners real quick.
Yeah. I don't know if like Dracula and like Mary
Frankenstein
Shelley's
was. Frankenstein's in there way more times than I thought it was. I was like, yeah. What did Frankenstein win for longest fucking movie?
Longest dumbest movie.
Yeah, it's like the longest. It's like the longest 2-hour movie I've ever watched. Oh, also, did you see? I saw a video on Twitter before we came on here. Michael B. Jordan, which from a PR standpoint, this is such a perfect move, but it's so fucking forced and performative. Where he apparently like Michael B. Jordan spotted at In-N-Out. Getting In-N-Out afterwards with his Oscar, and you're like, yeah. Have you probably never do that in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Is like, what all right, now I've won the highest achievement in professional line. What should I do? Ooh, look humble. Ooh. Where can I look humble? Where can I look humble?
Yeah. It's like, sorry guys, just man, after this crazy Oscar win, I just need In-N-Out. But then as I'm watching the
crazy craving for this slurpee. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh fucking what's that shit all of us fucking West Coast people argue over constantly? That's just fine.
Yeah.
But I will give him props though. The photo that will be eventually posted of it is fucking epic.
Of what? Of the
It looked cool. Like, I'll give it to him. Like, the dude knows what he's doing. Like, him in In-N-Out. Like, he's standing in In-N-Out in his tux. What the fuck? I don't want to sign up for goddamn X Premium. I just typed in twitter.com and it's just like, do you want to upgrade to X Premium? I go, no, I don't make enough money to make money. I don't make enough traction to make money off my posts.
Yeah,
and you don't pay out
It
that
is
high. Okay,
interesting.
sorry.
It is really interesting to pay for social media. I think I mean, I guess you're a personality that can benefit from that, but it's also very interesting to go
It's
like, but if you're a celebrity, you shouldn't need to pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that strange?
it's it's for the political people that actually want to argue on Twitter.
Yeah.
So cuz they take away your limitations, and then if you're um wait, what is this comment? Is this guy live streaming himself on a loop? I'll leave like if you're not a big okay, whatever. Sorry. That was my fault. I shouldn't have read that. But what the fuck was I just saying? What were we just talking about? Sorry, I'm on one today. Cedar fever's in my ass, dude.
The looking humble posts. I don't know.
Oh no. Sharing social media that
Yeah,
or
Jesus.
paying for Twitter. That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry, guys. No, it's just a lot of political people who actually like want to argue online so they can like post a full fucking paragraph. And then there's like Indian guys that need to pay for the water in their village. So they'll just repost the same 4 memes every
Yeah.
day. And yeah.
Shouldn't
But yeah, he was at
shouldn't
what are you
like
saying?
I could understand this. I could see this being like a cool thing, if also like because the image like so this is my issue, right? He wins an award for the best liar in Hollywood, which is some.
Wait. Can we what's with the
I hate
you always
actors.
do the best
I hate actors. Ever since that,
No, but movies are fun.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Is like you're
Yeah.
the best at being fake. So like it's a
Yeah, but the result is the thing we like. So it's like I'm not mad that they're lying. Like I'm not mad at
I'm
it. I just don't want to I don't want to hear your opinions ever.
but that's what I'm this doesn't feel genuine. But what I'm saying is even for the image, to me it doesn't seem like it looks good to be the guy in the suit putting your fucking Oscar on the goddamn counter. Well, and then have these guys go, "Oh my God, you're so good! You like how much more recognition do you need?" And then
Oh no,
and
dude.
then
People on the internet will eat.
all of these workers just standing there, and him and his thing like, "Okay, don't touch, but yep, can I get a picture? Can I, let me get a picture with all these workers." Unless he tipped them like fucking crazy. How is this not a bad image of like Hollywood
No,
elite makes the.
No, dude, normal people are coming their pants over this. They're being like, wait. He can just be like us peons for 5 minutes? Like people come their pants over shit like this.
But then that's the same people that are go like, we need to use our platform for this, for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of get to a point where when I see the actor, go like, "Hey man, I'm just like one of you guys. I'm crazy, Anyway, I'm just here to. This is my like you said. Do you normally eat in and out? Is this your usual, or is this like? It just feels very. It feels even more publicity-y, and it doesn't feel like.
Oh, it is.
And it doesn't feel like anything. He's not like shaking their hands, going back, doing anything else. Like he's just going there and they're like, "Yep, I just won this award.
No,
I get so much more money than all of you."
No, this is what I'm trying to say, Pat. You're 1,000% right, but no one reads
Right,
it
that's
that
what
way.
it's
Is
so
what I'm
interesting,
trying
yeah.
to say. Yeah. No, people just see that and because like I think that's where people fuck up with celebrities and why they get so fucking mad at them. They'll be like, "Can you believe? Can you like?" Because honestly, too, with the fact that it's like people have a problem with it's how everyone thinks Clint Eastwood's a huge badass. You're like, well, I mean, he plays a cowboy in every movie and he has a gun in every movie. He must be that. He must be that guy. Like people can't help but associate you with the characters you play, and it's like no, like it's not like they became that person. Like sure, sometimes you fucking. If you do a movie about a cop, you do a ride along to be like, oh, it is scary to do what you guys do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but then you go back
do
home.
Shit like, yeah, but it's like at the end of the day, they're just memorizing shit and they're doing high level pretending. You know what I mean? So it's not none of that means you like learned anything or like ingested any of that knowledge, but people don't fucking know that. So like because they associate, it's similar with musicians. It's why like musicians can, they could like like musicians could like rape a whole orphanage and people are still like, yeah, but I heard that song when I was 17 and it meant something to me, and I associate that big feeling that this art gives me with that person, rather than like, because like people don't give themselves enough credit. It's like, no, you kind of created that moment with your life experience and they sort of like ignited it. That's like a you thing, but they associate that with the performer. So they put them on this higher pedestal without, even if they're like actively doing it or not. So then when Michael B. Jordan goes to In-N-Out with his Oscar for the very obvious like photo op, which again, I will give him credit. That picture's probably going to look cool as fuck when it actually gets posted online eventually. But like normal people see that and they're just like, oh my God, he's being humble. He's coming down to our level, us normal people. And it's just like, yeah, man, they're just good at pretending, and they need a lot of people to look at them to get their career off. So like, it doesn't mean they're like more fucking special than you.
Yeah, I think it's just this kind of like stunt doesn't impress me, or like it just kind of just, it feels so phony and crazy. Like again, you have photographers in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy,
dude.
And like,
look at the fucking whatever this is called. I don't know what these are called, but like, you know that it's a light, like it's a big light and shit. That's crazy.
So that's what I mean, is like it's just a very obvious stunt. But what I do appreciate, what I do like, is a counter to this is when people go back to their like hometown place or something like that, or they go and meet the people that like helped them when they were at their lowest point or something like that, right? And the best example of this is so this is not a humbling experience. This is a publicity stunt. A humbling experience is, have you ever seen the clip of Steve Harvey with he gets connected with, it's not the Babyola pizza, it's a different one.
I was gonna say he hears a guy say that he eats pussy and he runs a mile.
No. This is the thing where I'm like, this is where I go, I don't know if Steve Harvey can act this well. So like, I think this was they had on a video call on his talk show. It was a couple that actually helped him when he was like, I think he was living in Florida. They owned a furniture store, and like there was this couple that helped him when he was like homeless. Like they let him stay at his house, at their place. They let him use their travel expenses and stuff like that so he could travel for comedy. And he's like, I literally would not be anywhere without these. Like I was at my lowest point. And like that thing, or they go to the restaurant that they used to go to, or they when they were like a kid, that they were like, yeah, I would come in here after acting class and I never had any money. He always helped me out. Like all the shit, like that shit. Yes. Because that is you revisiting your humanity, not losing touch with your roots, all this other stuff. This is just him going like, make my burgers.
Because the reality,
you know what I mean? Like
the reality,
it's the Hollywood elite actor person, and then the fast food servers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like,
well, and the reality of the situation too is like, now I don't know Michael B. Jordan's story. Maybe he, you know, it's like different. I look at Steve Harvey and I believe that because I go like, oh yeah, you look like, I'm not even trying to be mean to Steve Harvey. I'm a fan of Steve Harvey. You could say the same thing about me. It's like you look at my face and you go like, oh, he better work hard. You know what I'm saying?
Charming as fuck.
And it's not even, yeah, you better be a good hang, Andy. Jesus Christ. But no, I mean, also, you know what? I don't even want to take away hard work from these actors and shit. But then like you look at someone like Michael B. Jordan, and he's just, I mean, a dreamboat to look at. And you're like, yeah, no, it's just like a different thing. Like, I don't know. I feel weird because it's nothing like personal. I'm just trying to like talk facts where it's like, you know, when it comes to someone like Michael B. Jordan, it's like, yeah, man, we got a lot of you guys, like, you know, pretty actors that can do a pretty good job.
You know what I mean? Beautiful men that can fucking make anybody swoon and are incredibly engaging. He's a great actor. I'm saying that he's given so many better performances than fucking Sinners that I'm like, I don't understand. It's like giving anybody in the movie Twins an award. It's a wonderful movie. I love the movie Twins, but it's not an Oscar award-winning movie. It is not.
Yeah.
I will like objectively say most of the movies I love are not Oscar contenders. Like they're not the upper echelon kind of thing. In most cases, absolutely. I think there's plenty of perfect movies. I sent you the Steve Harvey thing on Instagram. But like any of those other things where it's like it's just like, brother, like we're not the upper echelon of looks or ability or again, to be able to act the best, you kind of have to be a little bit of a sociopath. And it's
Yeah.
not like that's not a judgment thing. It's just literal. You have to fully engulf yourself in these. Daniel Day-Lewis is a fucking nutball. Most of these people are like crazy. They get so in their own fucking sauce. They get so disconnected from reality. We've talked about that with just celebrities in general, but you
Yeah.
can't you can't deny that like there is no shortage of attractive, charming actors that that
Yeah.
can make people fucking wet just by smiling. I get
Yeah.
it.
I swear to God, I forgot why I brought that up. I was like, yeah, there's a million fucking beautiful, dark skinned, just chiseled, handsome. What were we talking
If
about? Michael B. Jordan's so fucking
if
handsome.
what's the guy Seth Rogen? If Seth Rogen won Best Leading Actor award or something like that, I'd be like, damn, he must have acted his fucking ass off. He was acting his fucking ass off. Because
Yeah.
everybody expects the uglier guy to be better at things because we have to be better at things. So like when a pretty guy is really good at something, they're like, "Wow, he's great. He's amazing." And it's like, well, they're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be funny. Nobody likes you."
Yeah.
And I go, "I get it. I get it." Get your tissues ready, guys, because you're about to come.
Say hi. Hey, Becky.
Hi, Steve.
We love you, buddy. These people. I was 26 years old, man. I was struggling. And I didn't have enough. And these people owned the furniture store in Cleveland. And they took me in and gave me my first contract with my little carpet cleaning company. When I became a comedian at 27, I didn't have money to travel. They gave me an account at their travel agency. And man, I ran up a bill like $11,000 just trying to travel and make it. Them people right there.
By the way, and this isn't taking anything away from Steve Harvey. He's a very funny. He's earned all of his success. But there are times too when you hear stuff like that, you're like, when people tell you like, well, how do you make it? It's like hard work, show up. Also, hopefully a white couple just gives you free airfare
Well,
for
essentially,
years.
we'll bankroll your career or manage you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope you paid them back with interest.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Like, I'm not mad at him, but there's a whole like every time you hear people do like you just gotta show up and work hard, they always like I was watching that again. I'm never like mad at him. I'm like, can like your parents also give me some of your
Yeah,
money?
yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I what the fuck was it? Like, one of my favorite producers, The Alchemist. He does music for like all my favorite, like a bunch of my favorite rappers, like Action Bronson and all those dudes and shit. And I was watching a video. He's like talking about how he came up in New York, and he just kind of like throws out there, and he's like, also like my parents paid my rent for like a year or two, and you're like, okay, well that's like a big part of it,
Nobody
man.
shares that part. That's the issue that I have. Like, I was talking to Colton about it recently, and he was saying something like, he's like, he was talking to a younger comic and stuff like that, and he was talking to him about like, he's like, yeah, and he was trying to like essentially like help him essentially, but also was like pretending like he wasn't also going through a relapse into sobriety. He was also like, he's also going through his own existential career things in his mind, throwing everything at the wall kind of shit, and he's like trying
They won't let him go back to Mexico.
pretending. Yeah, he's just dying to go back to Mexico.
Please let me go to
But
Mexico.
it's such an interesting thing because it's like it's like pretending to be okay. So it's like the same thing with every single person that you know that says like, I had to do it on my own. I didn't have any help, and I'm a self-made man. All this other shit. I feel like the more they say that, the more they recognize like you have to realize they had so much help. That means they had somebody paying one or more of their bills for years. I'm talking years. Even if you're incredible at this, it will take you years.
If you're successful, with every single successful person, if you're super successful or even medium successful, whatever it might be, if you're paying your bills with your art or whatever the fuck it is, and you can't pinpoint to like three, not just like, oh, thank God I was in this area. No, like three specific people.
Yeah.
Where it's like, not that you don't have talent, but you're like, no, specifically this guy gave me these opportunities, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. Like if you can't do that, you're either full of yourself or lying.
If you
like every successful person I know knows like, oh yeah, it's like, thank God I was friends with this guy.
If you don't have at least 5 people that you can name, I mean, I would say pretty much 5 people that nobody knows. Like that, like those 2 people, like Becky and her fucking husband that are just like, hey, hi. By the way, Steve Harvey, he's your favorite entertainer. He's your whatever. You're the #1 comedian you love. It would be a dream to meet him one day. He would not be that if it wasn't for these 2 complete strangers that you would never even know if he didn't say something about him. So like that's where the recognition comes in. Not that that's why you do this for people. You do it for people because you're like, hey man, I believe in you. That's literally what it is the thing that pisses me off about all these self-made people are they're people that had somebody that either said or showed that they believed in them. Because otherwise, like, you can say how much, brother, it is a motivator to when somebody doesn't believe in you or says you can't do something. Trust me, that is a motivator. But if it's only that, if that's all you ever hear, it feels like an uphill battle to get out of bed.
Also, if you're like that fucking self-made, there's part of me that goes like, do you not have friends? Are you a shitty hang?
That means you had to work harder because you're even more of a sociopath.
You suck ass to hang out with.
Man, they helped me out. Hey man, I got money now, Rich. Matter of fact, hey Rich, I'm gonna send a plane to pick up you and Becky. I'm gonna fly y'all to Chicago for the show. I've been looking for you for years, man.
You don't even have a relationship with that person. And these are people that are like, like they're not like saying like Steve Harvey fucked us over. That's not how they got connected. They just got connected to like, oh yeah, Steve, like, oh, that's so good to see him. He's got his own show now. That's wonderful. Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't do it for any other reason. These are the people that like need to be like all three, like Steve Harvey, whatever his baby oil and pizza relationship may or may not be, but like, brother, it pays him back to giving him. I'm sure he's gonna do more than that. But like, Derek's, hey, thanks so much. Why don't you come out here and I'll get you some seats for the show and I'll get you a hotel room for a couple days.
I'll get you the airfare. You got to pay for a hotel though.
So if you can cover a hotel,
you never paid for my hotels. You just paid for my flights.
Do you have miles saved up? If you could just use miles, then that way nobody has to pay for it. We can all save money. Like, he's like, I also got here because I was frugal with your money. But like, it's a beautiful thing to be like, like those are the things that it's not even like, oh yeah, we've been friends ever since, blah, blah, blah. It was, I've been looking for you because you helped me so much in my career and I would not be who I am without you. There's at least, I can name my wife, my friend Muskin, my friend, my mom, like a couple of these people. And I'm even saying like, as far as like, either going like, "Hey, I believe that you're worth this. I believe in you. I will, bankroll this or loan you this or whatever the fuck it is, like without question." So
Yeah.
I wouldn't I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for those people. I'm gonna
wouldn't be
send
here
you an
streaming
Uber.
just
We're gonna split an Uber. I'm gonna send it to you. I'll put it on my card, but if you could just Venmo me half, well, including tip, we can split the tip too. I mean, I'm just that kind of guy. And you can come sit right here, as long as Carmela's not sitting here in this chair, and watch me stream if I'm not
you
doing
know what
something else.
also you know what also helps, and this correlates to a thing that I wanted to bring up that happened last night. Well, no, like as much as people giving you opportunity helps your success, not not being a huge fucking I don't even know what to call myself.
Piece of shit. Frieza. Asshole.
These are
Dumbass.
these are
Piece of
coming to
shit.
your. I gotta tell you, all those came out
Cunt.
real quick, Pat. That was really
Cunt.
There's so many. They're coming so quickly. No, I will take personal responsibility, and another one reason for my lack of success is definitely like I don't know how
Lack of professionalism.
Okay, so here, yeah, that too.
Ugly
Let me
face.
just explain what happened. Let me just
Pat, stop guessing.
Pat, this is my turn for my
This is
segment.
really hurting me. Please stop guessing.
Pat, I gotta tell you, on the 20th one, it really started to hit. It really
You have
started to
this
hurt a
written down?
little.
Hold on, I'm almost done. Hold on, let me turn it.
It was the quickness they came out. It wasn't that you said it. It was just how quick it came to
Yes,
your
your red
head.
hair. I get it. Right. That's probably what it is. Go on. What were you saying?
No, we were so last night for South by. Me, Nate, and Lemaire, and then dude, Lemaire brought his lady, and it's so fun watching Lemaire in love.
Yeah.
I was just because he had a couple beers. There was DJs playing. They were dancing. Lemaire in love is so fun. I haven't seen it like that in a while, and I was like, oh, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about Lemaire. Fuck that guy. No, we went. There's this bar because DJ Trackstar, who's Run the Jewels' DJ, my favorite rap group for anyone who hasn't been following. But he was at this bar called the Rivalry, or I don't know. It was one of those. I was like, that's a Shakespeare fucking homo word. I'm not learning that one. Yeah, he was like DJ in there, and like you even saw it yesterday where they were like, oh yeah, Trackstar's DJing, and then I'm like, we said it at the pod we recorded yesterday. And I was like, yo, when is the show? And Nate goes, let me text Gabe. And I go, is everyone friends with him but me, the actual fan of his? But it's just so funny. It's like specifically, like, because I'm not like fans of, like, I like DJs. I actually think, like, the art of DJing, it seems simple, but like we talk about it a lot. It's vibe management. And like even last night, there's this other producer DJ, Static Selecta, and he was going for a while. And so like Trackstar was doing a lot of the mashups where it's like, oh, that's Kendrick Lamar over a Doja Cat song. Like he was doing a lot. I didn't think those were gonna go together. He was.
Hold on a second. They wrote songs that are similar tempos.
What?
Sorry.
Get the heck out of here. No, it's fine. I've set up the joke. No, but it's like it's funny. It's like it's simple conceptually, but like when you're actually doing it, it's like weird. Because I remember I tried doing that back in the day when I had GarageBand still, like doing mashup stuff. Like the mashup shit's actually like way harder, especially when you're not like a successful DJ who can just get sent like the stems of all these tracks so you can have just the vocals and just the drums and just the rhythm and stuff. But anyway, so like Static Selecta was going like, and at one point he just played like Wonderwall. Like he just played Wonderwall and then like got and then switched it up and he's like, now Kanye. And it's like, it's just a vibe, and it's actually like a really fun fucking thing to watch. But I'm getting sidetracked. So we're like hanging out there, and like, brother, this is why Lemaire and Nate have jokingly called me Fandy for the longest time. Cause it's like the second he walks up, I turn into fucking Chris Farley. I just go like, they're standing there, and I'm like, all I can think of is like, so how's your South by Southwest been going, sir? And I'm like, just, well, dude, even from the jump, because I guess he remembered, we like hung out at other stuff before, and like he remembered me, and he's just like, oh, hey, good to see you. And I just like, when he said that, I was like, what? And I just like, dude, the handshake was just,
yeah.
And then I just went, huh. And like, so he goes up, he goes, good to see you. I barely grab his hand, and then I just stare at him. And I'm like, I'm 36,
You know what's
man.
so funny? I snuck into the NoFX premiere yesterday at South by.
Yeah.
And I used Colton's pass, which is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny when you have liberal fucking volunteers at your festival, because I went like, here we go, and I held it right up next to my face, and it is not me. We were talking about it. Like Colton was like, oh, I got a hat on and everything like that, and I was like, sure, Colton, that's it's the hair. That's what they're gonna be like. Oh, is this you? He's got a mustache. He's the chiseled jaw. He's a gorgeous gay man.
I mean, if no one's ever, we should show people, because Colton's like, he's pretty. He's not just like,
yeah, he would clean up chicks too. Like he's Colton Dowling, Dowling.
Oh yeah. He has a website.
Yeah, he's got everything. He's one of the hardest working people I've met in Austin by far, and he's like truly hilarious and a very generous human being. He found out that I wanted to be like, so like I hold up that.
Here, wait. Let's.
Can you do side by side?
Just real quick. Let's just see.
Okay, Andy, you be security at the NoFX event, and then I'll be Colton. Okay, you ready? Hey, I'd like to come into the movie.
You coming in to see NoFX?
Yeah, I've got my pass right here.
All right, let me see the pass. And wait, is this
It's just me. Yeah, I just got to come in real quick.
That's you? Is this an old picture?
Yeah, can I just look at the merch real quick?
Yeah.
Hold on, you want to see it again?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna need to see that a little.
You need to scan it.
Fucking rule. I'm gonna see that a little bit longer. With this has
to. Hold on, let me just hold it up there. Maybe it was upside down before there.
Is this post-op? Is this post-op? Are you one of them T-word? What do they call you guys?
Excuse me.
Oh shit! Get going.
How I identify? I'd like to see your manager.
Go to the show. You want to host the show? You want to host the panel tonight?
Hey, Triple G. Exactly. You can't even tell. It's essentially like it's like two Deuces and Andy, right?
We have special guest, also Pat.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pat. Oops, or am I Colton?
Yeah, it's just like moving them around. Who's who? Just doing a little. Wait, what's the game where you put shit under the cups?
Flip cup? No, Flipadelphia. I can't.
No,
think of
the one.
3-card Monty.
Yeah,
no,
3 cards. You don't know which. It's just 3 Pats.
What is that card game? Is it the cup game?
No, it's one of those like street hustler games where they put like a thing under 3 cups.
Yeah, I know the game, but I can't think of the thing. Either way, sorry. So I use the pass.
Derek had a good one. Oh, sorry, sir. This is back when I was gay.
Shell game. Thank you so much, Derek. 3-card Monty.
I'm gonna ban Derek for that answer.
So no. No.
New rule. You have to be racist and blame the Jews.
I get into the thing, and I really did. It was really funny because I was looking at the merch and stuff outside, and I was like, and plus I wanted to test to see if the pass would work, to see if which was really funny because it did get me in, but I was like, they only let me in because I was going to look at the merch because they had bigger sizes inside. So I had to go inside for my bigger sizes. And
Hey, all right, do you got
I'm a
all
great
these?
big fat person. Can I go inside and look at your shirts?
Hey, can you they're like, what's that? Just shut up, come here, just come here. So all these sizes are like normal people. Like what
Yeah.
do you have any sizes that would fit Godzilla?
Do you have anything that would fit two of you? Like if you
Yeah,
were both trying to fit in one shirt, please.
yeah, yeah. Do you
Please.
guys yeah, and I don't care if the logo's the same size as these. But
So
I just want the shirt. I just want the shirt.
I get into the venue, and it's pretty cool because it's just like it's like a rock venue or whatever, and it's they have like folding chairs up and then the screen for 40 years of fucking up, and on my way in or to the merch booth, I walked past Smelly and El Jefe, which was awesome. They were like just fucking hanging out.
Smelly's the drummer.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
heroin
that's
addict,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh
then-
yeah, because that was his
The
former.
ex-heroin addict. Sorry, former. You're right. So then I go inside, I get the shirt, and then I was like, if we didn't have to record, I was just gonna try to hide somewhere, because I was in, and I was just gonna be like, well, fuck it, I'll just watch it. Because that's essentially it. It was like it didn't technically get me in, but it got me in enough to where like nobody was questioning that I was there. So I
Well,
was
it's dude, South by's been so fucking chaotic. I can see that easily happening.
But I also had my backpack up at near the front, and my laptop and hard drives were in there. So I was like, I don't want to risk it. Plus, I was like, I'm gonna try it tomorrow anyway when I can go see the movie. But as I was walking out, Fat Mike was walking the opposite direction, and I kind of stopped to get out of his way, and like he like looked at me, and then he looked at my hair, and he went,
That's fun.
and then yeah, perfect interaction. Didn't say
Yeah.
anything, just kind of smiled and waved, walked past, and I was
Yeah.
like, and so I told Dom, and I was like, oh, that was pretty fun, and she goes, oh, maybe he recognized you, and I go, no, come on, and I go, wait, I was like, are you serious? And she goes, yeah, and I go, there's no fucking way he recognizes me.
Yeah.
I've met him. I've actually spoken to him twice in the entire time that I've met him.
Yeah, but that was like back.
All the time when he was heavy drug use, drinking like crazy, all this other shit. So like there's no way in
Yeah,
hell. But
there's
it
like
was
almost
sweet of
zero
her to-
chance.
Yeah, it was sweet of her to
Like-
suggest that.
Almost. Well, I mean, that's what you need from a lady, though.
I have had that with bands with I think it was the guitar player from Bouncing Souls, just because I actually happened to talk to him 2 Warped Tours in a row, and we had a long, extensive conversation about New Jersey, and
Yeah.
I have a New Jersey state tattoo right on my shin.
Yeah.
So like he goes, oh yeah, I remember you. We've met here last year. You were
yeah, and-
probably wearing, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of thing where he did recognize me. That was a cool thing, but I was also
Well, and
like,
as a member of the Bouncing Souls, he is also more prone to enjoy things that are bounceable. So seeing
Exactly.
you, and he
Right.
goes like,
you look
he
like
just-
a bouncy ball.
He just you think he's giving you a hug, and then you're like, are you trying to dribble me?
Yeah, what's going on? He just starts like bouncing me like a soccer ball on his feet.
He's like, guys, you're just getting kicked around to all the Bouncing Souls. You're like, guys, stop.
This is
Guys,
so
I
fun.
really,
I love your
hey, Manthem's a great song, but this is a lot.
How are you all doing this? You have incredible leg strength.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You guys do a lot with 3 chords.
Yeah,
But no, like I think I was like, with the DJ Trackstar shit last night, or as Nate and Lemaire call him, Gabe. Still making
or
me
how they have them saved in my phone, Gabe.
yeah, dude, it's so funny. I was busting Lemaire's balls. I was like, hey, can you stop being friends with people I looked up to when I was a kid? I was like, just constantly, like not completely, but he'll just like the fucking lead singer of Amur is like a fan of Lemaire's.
that is the one that is a little just like, if I was a bigger fan of Amur, I would be more upset. But it's still boggling to me to be like, really, dude? I just see it as a way of like Lemaire possibly getting us into a Lemire show. I call him.
Well,
I actually have him in
Lemire,
my phone.
That's
as
when
Lemire.
That's when he's in the band. No, I mean it makes sense. Like you forget everyone's comedy fans, and Lemaire's the fucking he's the wacky guy on Matt and Shane. So it's like it makes complete sense. It's just funny. It's like so random. Like
Yeah. Am I
like
the wacky guy on panties?
you're the Deuce.
Yeah. I didn't. Yesterday's episode exposed a lot. I didn't. You. I mean, obviously, it's still gonna be. It's to be released on the Patreon. So if you want to find out what's so wacky about it.
I think we're doing that on main.
Is that main feed? Okay, so then you'll see in a couple days, probably.
I mean, I hope it's main. It was a good episode.
It was a great episode. Well, that's
I
what
really want people to see that stain on my shirt. It was a good stain.
It does look great on the.
It's so funny just sitting next to like a cool rapper. We had rapper Wave Chappelle on, and it was a very good episode. And it's just me sitting next to a cool rapper with my Realtree hat and a fucking stain on my shirt, just being like, I don't know.
When you expose like the slight quirks of your childhood to people, and then they go, "What?" and then it has such an impact.
Oh, dude, there's nothing funnier than watching someone realize what they assumed was normal is not normal.
I said that to Dom too. She goes, I never thought of it. She's like, I remember you telling me that. She's like, I didn't realize it was every day, and I was like, oh yeah, it was like for all of middle school.
Well, you also too, you don't wear that on yourself. Like, you don't act poor. No. Well, no. Some people wear their bad times on their sleeve. You can just tell. They're just ready to let you know. You're like, it was tough for me back in the day. You don't do that. You don't. That's why like everyone Lemaire's kind of like that too. Like I would know because he's like, he's like wacky black anime nerd, and those. I remember when we were still at like the Lizard Lounge, like the black anime nerd was not a fully realized, archetype to a lot of people yet.
Yeah.
So like
people weren't admitting that they love emo yet.
Yeah, things like that. We didn't realize that Paramore was their favorite fucking emo band and shit like that. So like people didn't believe Lemaire like grew up fucking in like tough ass Detroit and shit like that.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you don't read that on his personality, and you're the same way. So when you tell people that you're like, oh yeah, I ate ghost toast for breakfast for a whole year, people are like, huh? Yeah. Like, did you choose to do that? You're like, no, we had to survive.
That was it. That was just it. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what was bought for dinner. Sure, I wanted toaster strudels or Pop-Tarts or something like that, I'm sure. But it was also like, it was ghost toast. And I go, good. Yummy.
Yummy.
Yummy. Consistency.
Yeah. But no, what was the I was going to say this about
the rapper with
DJ Trackstar. No, it was just funny. Oh, yeah, that was the... Dude, I remember the first time I realized he fucked with Lemaire. It was last year at South by, actually. And we were at Fourth Rope, which is West Side Guns Wrestling Company. We were at Fourth Rope watching, dude, got to see fucking Matt Hardy wrestle, the JBL. Hardy Boys wrestle, JBL do a clothesline from hell. It's so sick. But yeah, I'm like standing there and I'm standing there next to Lemaire, and then I look over and I go, is that DJ? Because he doesn't dress super flashy. That's actually like a cool part of him. Like he literally just like when we were all standing there talking, it like the friend group vibe that it looked like made sense. Like that's how he dresses, and I was like, and then he got closer, and I was like, oh yeah, holy shit, that's DJ Trackstar. I'm like, that's so random. And then I'm like, is he walking up to me? What the fuck's that? And then he goes Lemaire, and I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck?
No, Andy.
No, I'm Andy.
No, Andy. It's Andy.
Have you not been receiving my letters? Andy.
You've been looking at me the whole time, you creep. It's Andy.
But no, it was, so that was fun. But no, and then it's I'm also too probably like being hard on myself because it is like I don't know the guy, but like even if there was a chance to have a conversation, my brain because he's like one of my top dudes, and my brain just shuts down because I'm just like, what do you like? I overthink it in the moment where I'm just like,
I need an awkward situation. I need it to be awkward because if it's like a social thing where like everybody it's a loud bar, this kind of thing where you're just like, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey. If it's something where you can just break it off like real quick and just kind of move on to another social thing, I'll never make an impression. But if it's a situation where we're both sitting in a quiet waiting room and DJ, what was the name? DJ
Trackstar,
Gabe. Gabe, yeah. If Gabe comes in and sits and we're just like waiting for an appointment, I'll like that's my time to shine. That's when I'm just gonna be like one of these awkward situation. I'm about to rule this.
I'm about to absolutely fucking annihilate this.
You're either about to love me or hate me. And most of the times, I'd say 70-30.
My problem is whenever I meet people like that, I can't focus on small talk because I have about a 3-hour podcast worth of questions I want to ask them. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the funny part. Like if I got to do like a podcast with him, I'd probably be locked the fuck in, and it would be like it'd be very. But it's like I just like I
that's
don't
where you shine. That's like where you would like if it was the same situation yesterday, but DJ Trackstar was there, you would have made an excellent and lasting impression. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been the painting. It would have been equaled. The plane would be equal, but he hasn't gotten a chance to like experience. Like if he's watching Matt and Shane, but not necessarily panties, he doesn't know your wit and charm and all that other shit.
Thank
but like,
you.
do you know what I'm saying? Like that, I think really that's what it is like but in a situation where you have all these other options and also like it's also like, yeah, I understand you're not gonna, because otherwise how are we gonna get to the base level? I can get to in this environment, we can go here, but like my interaction with Fat Mike was exactly what it was supposed to be, because otherwise what am I gonna do? Stop him and go, Pat. I'm Pat. You know, like it's like a thing where you just go like, I have all of this knowledge and experience of you, and you have no idea who I am. So either I'm going to stop you and go, here's who I am, and you're going to go, cool, whatever. Or you're going to go, you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing, there's no place to start. And a podcast, there's literally a start.
Yeah.
You can go podcast, and you go, now we're all in, you go start, and he'll go, oh, hey. And then it's weird, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a bunch of
social situations. If Fat Mike was here and he just went like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" I'd be like, "Oh, quit. Let's start the podcast here," and it would be way more natural feeling.
Dude, I wish you could just like interview people, like, because like I don't. If I have a list of things like I know about you and I want to ask you, it's hard for me sometimes to make small talk because it's like the way my brain works. It's like if I'm standing there being like I remember after he did his set, I was just like, I want to go up to him and go like, so like when you combine that Kendrick song with that Doechii song, like, do you do that? Do you get the vocal tracks yourself, or is that like a thing they send you? And I'm like, that's just a weird thing to come up to him at like a loud bar and ask him, and like I don't know him that well and shit like that.
I remember I impressed myself a lot when I got backstage for when POD was playing with Norma Jean.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was talking to the drummer from Norma Jean, who's also the producer, he's actually produced like their past couple albums, I believe. Was like, I remember going like, when you guys, and brother, I was like, I all cylinders. I was like on it. Wasn't gonna be like, hey, I saw you guys. I said, when you're writing a set list, when you're playing with like POD or something like that, is how much different is that from when you're writing a set list where you guys are headlining and it's a Norma Jean crowd? Are you trying to match their energy, or are you trying to like market yourself to other fans and try to expand your audience? Because you do have some crossover, you know, possibilities of fandom and stuff like that. It's not just new metal people; they're metal people.
Yeah,
so maybe they would enjoy. And he starts going like, what he would rather, like his preference of like how he would build a set list and stuff like that. And immediately we're like, and it was just a conversation then, but it kind of does have to start like an interview. It's like, it's literally just breaking the ice, because that's what you do in a social situation with like a human, just a regular.
Well, let me say this real quick. Realizing what you're saying about talking to a Norma Jean drummer, I'm like, it's entirely me just overthinking it, because I turn into Chris Farley, because it's like, well, it's that weird thing where you're like, you don't want to come off like a fucking weirdo, but like you
But
want to
I'm a
go up,
weirdo. But we're weirdos.
but
That's
but
the
but
thing.
yeah, but like you want to go up to him and just be like, "Hey, man, you like you existing made my life way better in these chunks." Like, dude, I remember just like, dude, he put out this like one fucking mixtape, and I would when I worked in a kitchen, I would go to work, I'd play that mixtape, and I just every day prepping food. And it would just I'd be at this like shitty I had to like get up at fucking like 4:30 in the morning for this job every day. And I was doing fucking open mics at the time,
Yeah.
you know. So it's
But
like there'd
that's
be
an
nights
interesting story.
there'd be nights I'd be like coming back and doing all that kind of shit, and then I'd get up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I'm like I'm cutting vegetables while listening to his DJ mix, and it's like you want to sit there and go like, hey man, just like thanks for being alive. Like you really made like certain days better than the other ones.
Brother,
But then
that's
you're
a
like,
perfect icebreaker. That is like legitimately right there. Because think about how much do we like it when we hear like literally somebody fucking pounded off in the chat about it earlier about like, hey, cool, this breaks up my doom scrolling. Thank you guys so much. Like shit like that. We personally like it when people go like, hey, you make work sucks less. When you hear that, it's like we don't get like creeped out or bummed out by it, but that's a great like thing to be like, hey man, I appreciate it. It can start there, but then you can get on a more personal level. But you kind of have to go like, here's why I'm talking to you.
yeah,
Here's why I'm
it's
talking
just
to you, but not in a creepy way. And I think that's a to me that's a fun. If somebody said that to me of like, hey, I used to go, I had this dishwashing job, and I used to pop on Drag the Lake in the morning or something like that. It really helped like get me through the day. Of like now I'm picturing a dude in a fucking kitchen doing something, listening to like us in the fucking pan and shit like that. Like I used to do that. So like that's a cool experience. So
yeah.
maybe
It's just
if
tough
he didn't have
sometimes.
that, yeah, it's a cool way to introduce yourself. You're introducing yourself of like,
It's just tough sometimes because it's like you don't know. You're like, are you gonna? Well, it's that thing where you're like, okay, if I overshare, are you gonna fucking like be gay about this? And
yeah,
then now I have been a fan of you this whole time. Do I now have to be like,
do I hate you now?
oh, you're actually lame? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's like, and not that I think he would be, because it's like we were all hanging out and talking and stuff, and he was like cool as fuck the whole time. He was like, it was just funny watching him like go like he was talking Nate and Lemaire's ear off. It was like cracking me the fuck up. Which honestly, now I'm sitting here thinking about that, where it's just like, yeah, he was kind of being. I mean, they're like friends now and stuff like that, but he was also probably like half being a fan of them and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm probably just like a fucking
There's
overthinking in my head, fucking dumbass. But
there's
what are you gonna
common
do?
ground, and there's plenty of common ground because that's the thing. If you're an art, if you're, but I mean, look, I've had experiences with people that I'm like, oh, I like their shit. I like what they do. It doesn't mean that I don't think they're bad at it now, but I'm not necessarily going to intake it. So I do get that of not wanting to meet your hero kind of thing. But if in this case I think it would be a thing where you're like, yeah, I mean, like you said, just not overthinking it and just being like,
Yeah. No,
you
you
know,
know what it is? I'm realizing it now looking at my Every Time I Die shirt, one of a few. And no, I was remembering because like I'm also too like I don't know, I was talking to we've talked about this before, like I've realized like I think I'm like an empath or whatever the fucking term they use. I just I like feel too many things, and it turns me into like a fucking pussy sometimes
yeah,
and shit like that.
yeah,
It makes like I can be a little emotional and take things a little too seriously at times. And like it happened to me. I think I told you about it. I went to Warp Tour and I went up to Every Time I Die's booth,
yeah.
and
I
like
remember. Yeah,
Jordan was sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, you guys fucking rule!" And I went to go shake his hand, and he like wouldn't get up out of his chair, and then like just it was this awkward finger touch thing, and I remember then I was like, and then I just didn't listen because of that. I didn't listen to Every Time I Die for like a decade,
yeah.
and then
No,
eventually,
brother, I've
because I was
been
like,
there, man.
"Fuck
Yeah.
you guys! You guys were mean to me that one time," and da da da, and it's
Uh,
like,
I'm sorry. I
what
was
were
gonna
you
say.
gonna say?
I was actually gonna just say I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good, brother. Go rip a piss. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I like game plan everything way too fucking much and just need to like live in the moment. Cause I mean, it's like, well, yeah, that is like a big thing. It has been my Achilles heel probably like for a lot of my life is just wanting people to like me. And it's like, but it is like a big deal. I don't know. Cause I'm thinking about it too. Like Killer Mike was there for a minute. And well, I don't know. Would it like matter? Would it matter if Killer Mike didn't? But that sounds mean as I'm saying it. It would matter. I would be very upset if, if Killer Mike thought I sucked ass. But no, that has been like my Achilles heel for a lot of time. It's just like that over worrying about, and it's like, it's not saying I sit here and I can't, because there's like I used to be bad about it, but now now that I'm older, there's a lot of people. It really comes down to more of like people I respect now. Like there's this like awkward thing that happens to me around people I respect, where it's like and then sometimes it goes bad and I end up like not fucking saying anything, and that's kind of what happened last night. I barely said anything, but also too, there is a thing, and I don't know how to sort of like pinpoint it because, and I want to mention this to Pat when he comes back, because there is a thing too that happens where sometimes like I'll meet people and they just end up being very talkative. I'm trying like people that I admire or respect or whatever the fuck, and they end up being like very talkative in a certain type of way, and you just like catch a vibe, because I've found that too with like people on like not even like just in social like with comedy. There's certain people that it's not a thing of like, oh, it's not a thing of like, oh, I'm a fan and I admire you. It's just, it's more of a peer to peer thing. And there's certain people I'm good friends with, but we just don't click on the convo thing. And, but then there's other people that you just click on the convo, and yeah, it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just like a personality type. You know what I'm saying? So there is that element, but it's just whenever it's like a person you like really admire, you kind of like focus on it in a different type of way. And then it becomes a bigger thing in your head. It almost is like it's almost like a big thing of like there's part of me that just doesn't like I almost don't want to meet those people. I almost was like, there was like, I remember I was thinking about it before where it was like, I almost don't want to meet DJ Trackstar because I was like, this will become a fucking thing in my head. And I was like, I don't need it to be. It's fine. Because it's funny. I was saying this. I forgot that they like fucking called me this, but like Lemaire, Nate, just because of how I was. Well, they would always, Lemaire and Nate would always bust my balls when we first started out. Cause like when I first started comedy, I was still like in heavy like fan mode and stuff like that. And they would like call me Fandy all the time. And it's just, but like, cause it's true. Cause I just like being a fan of shit. You know what I mean? And it's like a little part of me that I hate about starting comedy. Actually, you know what? That is actually probably part of it because I like being a fan of stuff so much. There is a part of me that goes like, I almost don't want to meet these people sometimes. Like that, yeah, you know what? That is a huge element of it. It's like I almost don't want to meet these people sometimes because I've experienced people becoming real humans to me, and then it like takes away this like special thing that's fun about like it's this special thing in you that's fun being a fan where it creates this like mystique and shit like that. And then when it's not that you like, you fun because we've talked about that before. You meet people and you're like, oh, actually they suck ass, and that's a bummer. I've had a million times where it's like I don't know, dude. Like I've given it's funny when like I've given comedians I respect a car ride, and then when you're done, you're like, oh, they left trash in my car. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this, you know what I mean? It's like little things like that.
But that's what makes us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the kind of people that are like, because there's a lot of people in the world that would just make excuses for shit like that. That like I think the thing that comedians in particular are supposed to be of in any case where somebody's being crazy, you can be like that's why we were talking about the Michael B. Jordan thing of like, oh, whatever, you fucking phony. This is a literal just publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Or something like that, where a person that you're like, man, that's what makes us Larry Davids, essentially. We have that kind of like that output of like, of course, fucking the comic that I fucking respect and love is gonna fucking wipe boogers and put it on under the seat or something like that. Where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, like, and that'll be the game changer for you. Where you're like, I respected you so much, but you're somebody that left your fucking cigarette pack in my car, even though it's next to 4 or 5 of your cigarette packs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like
Like,
that where it's like the principle of us. We have that principle in our head of like, you piece of
No,
shit. You must be evil.
No, it's not even like no, that's I try not to do that one. But
Yeah, me neither.
No, this is just for comedy.
Hypothetically, right?
Well, no, no, it's just like you know what it's like. I think it's like I just miss back in the day when you'd be a fan of stuff and you were just so naive. Where like I remember specifically, like I found out that like I was a huge fan of I'm still a huge fan of Newfound Glory, but I was a huge fan of Newfound Glory in like middle school, and I saw something about like how the band members lived in different states, and it like unironically, like it never occurred to me that they didn't all like live
in a house together.
I was like, they're not. You telling me Newfound Glory isn't in a 5-layer bunk bed every night to go to bed?
Yeah,
you know. And there's that like naive part of me that's like, that's why I like all this shit, because you create. But I guess honestly, I should probably just switch to like superheroes and shit like that, because that is the problem you're going to run into is like, and it's honestly why there's a lot of problems in life, is because people turn these artists and creatives into these larger than life things that they're not. And it's like, there is a part of it where it's like, I'm almost setting myself up for failure, you know, whether it is like, I'm approaching the world with unrealistic expectations and going like, why aren't my unrealistic expectations being met every day? And then on the flip side, I'm also living under unrealistic expectations. So it's like, hey, here's this opportunity where you finally get to meet your favorite DJ. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to drink Modelo's in the corner and not talk all night. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, it's brother. That's what I'm saying is like, it's look, we are people that are intimidated to talk to strangers in some scenarios. Not all scenarios. Other scenarios, we can handle it perfectly. If we're, for some reason, if we're the only person, like if we're on stage, perfect. If it was this, if we started taking calls or something like that, absolutely. We know how to talk to people. We could talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just that thing where if it's a person that you particularly respect or hold at a high regard already, and your knowledge of maybe not meeting their expectations.
Well,
and you know what I'm saying? Like that's at least how I think of it. Of it's not necessarily their level of do what?
Sorry. I was saying, it's probably something part of that for me as well.
It's not their level of stardom. I don't give a fuck about celebrity. But if it's a person that like legitimately I respect or something like that, like I swear to God, I would be intimidated to talk to Sabrina. Sabrina Carpenter's the blonde one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Sabrina. Either one of them, or the other one, Chappelle Roan. Like if either one of them were at a party, I would be intimidated to talk to them, but not because of who they are. It's because of their prettiness. Like they look like somebody that's going to hate me, so I'm not going to talk to them ever.
You know what it is
for
me?
I'm not going to try to relate to them because I don't think there's anything I can relate with them on at all.
You can relate to them on how cool their boobs are.
I think their boobs. We both have very cool boobs. You're right.
You like
Like
your
both.
boobs? I like your boobs too. Chappelle Roan.
Yeah.
Chappelle Roan. Wave Chappelle Roan.
I liked season 1 of the Chappelle Roan show.
Now, you know what it is? Yeah, I am this is why I like talking about this stuff. This, by the way, is what I really like about I always liked about podcasting. It's why I always hated the like it's legitimately why the like shitting on Bert Kreischer really pisses me off. Cause I go like he's as like chaotic as he is, and I know everyone says he talks over to people, but like, dude, I remember like listening to Bertcast back in the day, and like, dude would just be a complete open book.
Mhm.
And yeah, you get a lot of like, and then like he'd be a complete open book, super vulnerable, and
He
then
was,
just
yeah. He
and
was
then
always
just
a
like,
vulnerable comic, but now he's like the gossipy guy.
well, no, I'm more saying no. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm more saying is like he was super vulnerable. He showed you all his faults, and then people were just like, "Look at this fucking piece of shit," and you're like, "I thought that was the thing. I thought the thing was like, you go up super like this is me, and like you understand that." Part of me is going to be flawed and shit. Like that was that's the thing with a lot of the like comedy gossip channels. It's like, oh, look at this professional retard, how he's flawed. You're like, yeah, man, do you not like watch comedy?
Yeah.
I thought that was part of it.
Yeah. It's
People will be like, oh, this guy who this alcoholic who jerks off for a living had a bad take. You're like, yeah, that's why they're entertaining, because they're insane people. And but no, it's nice because it's like, I didn't know where we were gonna go today, and now at the end of this, I'm like, oh yeah, I am realizing, I'm like, oh yeah, I am throwing out weird, like I'm throwing out these I think I'm holding on. And I think it's like a big problem I have too, where it's like I hold on to that whimsy of childhood, where like it does. I feel like it makes me creative, and it helps make me like it helps make me go want to do fun things and not have to like put myself into like this preconceived notion of what you're supposed to be as an adult. And it makes I like Pat. I like me. I like being me.
that makes one of us.
That makes you.
That makes literally one of us. No, I think so.
Sorry. Last part I was gonna say is like, no, but but there is also this. So it's good to hold on to that like whimsy and curiosity, but you can't approach every day with these like false expectations. And it's like, yeah, I think that's what I'm doing is like I'm going back because it's like that's when things felt good. I think that's why people obsess over youth. They want to get the ivermectin, or not the ivermectin. They want to get the adrenochrome out, but also too, that's when everything felt good, and you obsess over that, and you can't like lock on to those old ways of thoughts because you were a dumb little baby with poop in your pants.
Yeah.
And yeah, I gotta get Pat. I gotta get the poop out of my pants, and I gotta be a big boy, and I gotta look at life like a big boy.
It's not about not having poop in your pants. It's just about scooping it out sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, for real. Scoop it out. That's the episode title, by the way. Scooping it out.
Scoop it out.
No, but it is like, actually, that's a tough thing for me. That's why I've been let down a lot, because I go like, no, this is how it should be. And it's like, but like, I feel like if you just if you like get rid of the expectations, accept reality, you can then maneuver properly. And then you can make better things for yourself if you just go with that.
Yeah. I think there's it's not a matter of, see, I try to go like, I love routine, but I'm also like, I'm able to live like in ambiguously like that. Like kind of, if there's like a pivot or something like that, I consider myself a very talented and creative pivoter. When it comes to a creative pivot, I can pat myself on the back and say that is something I can excel at. But
you're like, I can me myself on the back.
I can meemaw. I can deuce it.
I'm just gonna me myself on the back real quick.
Deuce it, buddy. I think there's still but I would rather there be some kind of routine. I'd thrive in routine. And that's my expectation is here's how my day is going to go. My stream's going to go from a little bit after 10 until about 12 o'clock. Then I'm gonna put my shoes on. I'm gonna grab my bag. I'm gonna go to the creek. I'm gonna get there about 12:40 or so, probably, depending on traffic. You know what I mean? Like that's my expectation, is my routine.
Yeah.
But it's about when like I get there and then Nate or anybody says I'm gonna be a little late. Do you know what I'm saying?
To be fair,
We're all late. We're all late.
Yeah, I was like, we can't. I've actually been the latest one the past couple of weeks. To be fair,
absolutely, and that's what I'm saying is, but like that's why I said anybody.
Yeah,
I did not mean to point out Nate.
Or if we're already late for the podcast, and Lemaire goes, "Hey, is there any way we could change everything about this setup?"
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know what I mean. So,
that was so funny yesterday when he was like, I was like, like, we're already late, and he suggests that, and I go, why? I was like in my head, like, why are you like this? Just accept that this is what we're doing.
Can I ask a question real quick? Just a quick. Speaking of pivots, what PA Kevin said has the difference in beard / head hair been? Oh damn it, moved up.
Huh? This has the difference in beard / head hair color been addressed?
Who? Me?
Who?
Or you?
Oh, you and me. I think he means our beards don't match our heads, our hair.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm an older dog. That's why I got the gray fur in there.
No, I mean it's also too the camera, because I think let me double check. Red. That's right. No, I got a little bit of like a strawberry blonde thing. It's so funny too, by the way, to be like, you guys probably talked about this, right? You probably just talked about Andy's
That's
hair.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm wondering about. Like I
didn't
know what the question was.
No, he does make a good point. Like, because my hair is strawberry blonde, but I do have an aggressive red beard.
Also, I don't know if Dice Gay knows which one of us is Andy, because I don't know what that. I don't know unless you joining a cult has something to do with something you said.
He might think you're me because. Are you saying because Pat's the one who looks like David Koresh?
David Koresh, that's his name.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, by the way, Triple G.
Jim Jones was the other guy. Jim Jones. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's
the guy I was thinking of. That's it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I was happy to hear this, by the way. Triple G fucking messaged me. He got fired in the middle of Friday's episode.
Yo, fuck that. What the hell?
Nah, but don't worry, dude. He got a Mo Better job lined up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, silver lining. That's what I've been trying to tell Dom. Like, she's been looking for jobs and stuff, and she's like, it's because she's not happy. So it's like she's like, I'm not gonna make as much money. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you're making money, that's great. But as long as you're like, the thing is,
yeah,
sometimes that kind of shit, because like, I don't want to get into it too deep or anything, but she's like, she could possibly get reprimanded at work, and it's like, that's crazy, because she's how good she is at her job. It's just because of how bad the environment is. She's like, it's not working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not working here, so you should just leave. It doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that it's not working. Do you know what I mean?
The problem is, in those environments, then you create extra anxiety around the job, because it's like, I started noticing that, like with doing the valet shit, just because Fridays and Saturdays are a little more chaotic, especially, dude, with like South by. So, oh my God, South by has been making my life.
That's why I wasn't here all last week. It's kind of really been. Actually, Colton was talking about possibly trying to schedule an episode today, and I was like, if you do, it's going to have to be before the show, and that would have meant I would have missed another fucking stream.
Yeah.
But it's good, because I was like, I wanted to talk about the NoFX movie, but we can just do that Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Not to forget anything, but either way, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, like sometimes getting fired from a job, or not being, like realizing that it's actually the better thing for you. It's not like this, as long as it wasn't like a dream job or anything like that. But like, if they're firing,
but yeah,
on a Friday, they probably waited. Oh, you fucking fuckers.
Yeah, Friday firing.
Friday fire is fucked.
This, this one I remember actually one time. Well, there was one time where, wait, what the fuck was it? I'm trying to remember because they waited till after this guy's shift to fire him at my one job, and he was like, "That's so fucked up," and it was like, but then my manager who had to fire him, I remember him talking to me later. He's like, yeah, but like he doesn't have a car. I drove him home. Like, I'm not like gonna fire him and then just go like, okay, then you just stay here all day because you don't have a ride.
Yeah. Right before lunch, you
Yeah,
fuckers.
because
God.
it was the type of situation where it was like, yeah, dude, this dude was such a fucking God. He could never get his fucking shit together because
Yeah.
he was like, I remember he asked me to pick him up one morning. Well, no, apparently his mom like worked at a bar down the street from his apartment, and he would just go and she'd just give him free high lifes all night. And so he would, or Coronas or whatever the fuck he liked. And so he would just be wasted all the time. And he would just it would just be constantly impossible for him to actually like get up. Cause I remember this was the job that I started my shift at like 5:30 in the morning, and it's like super early in like the shitty part of Bethlehem. And I gotta tell you, Bethlehem, like I didn't realize this until I remember Jay Simpson used to live in a really shitty part of Bethlehem, and there was this one comic I remember back in the day at Brewworks. I went back to his place with his girl one time to like smoke a little weed and have a couple more beers and shit, and then picking this guy up. You forget, like, there's areas of Bethlehem where you're like, I feel uncomfortable. Like, they're not, I don't know if it's like the most dangerous shit in the world, but there's areas where you're like, it don't feel good over here. And it's like one of those areas at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, and he's just not, and like, he's just never, I called him like 10 times, never picked up. And then just go like, okay, I guess I just sat in the fucking shitty part of town for fucking half an hour.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I gonna say? I don't remember.
Getting
this
fired.
actually, I do. I don't. I don't know.
You were saying parts of Bethlehem.
Parts of Bethlehem are bad. People with jobs getting fired. I'm glad Triple G got a new job. That does make me very happy. I wanted to do this last thing and then we can get out of here. But it's funny. So every day we do the pod, I'll post the YouTube and the Twitch link on my Twitter. And then do you know the Steak? You know Steaks? No, there's the company Steak. They're like
STAKE. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I guess some account called Stream Steak TV commented, and the gambling shit has gone too far. This random account commented under my post, and now they're just letting people. It said, "Hope you have a great stream. Ever thought about letting chat make live prop wagers on your gameplay? We're building." Gameplay is a little more logical, but can you imagine? Part of me kind of wants to do it. I want to let Triple G and Runaway and all the guys just make live wagers to be like, how many likes is Andy going to say? How many times is he going to breathe in heavily?
Yeah. How many times is Pat going to qualify something before he says it? we can just do bingo. We don't have to do betting.
How many times are they both not going to listen and interrupt each other before the one even has started their thought?
Yeah.
You want to do just bingo? That'd be fun.
Yeah, we can do bingo cards. How many pee breaks? How many how many times is there going to be a cat that jumps into frame? How many times will the frame move to a cat? Yeah.
That was my favorite part. Your Oscar analysis, you're just like, yeah, so like Sinners doesn't fucking deserve the award.
I just need it for context so people know exactly what they're dealing with. It's just,
I get it, brother.
It's a big old dum-dum.
Word. You know? Well, I really want to get another cup of coffee and a cup of tea and whatnot and eat food before I go podcast. This has been a great one today. I think it was very, very helpful for me. Hopefully you had fun, Pat.
It was helpful.
I was here. I was here on the other side of the camera. I was in the room, definitely. I definitely was in the room.
Damn. I had no idea. We've been using the same mug. We're gelling, baby. This is gonna be a great week, everyone. We all did a great job today.
Clink me. Clink.
Nobody got fired. Here.
Here. All right.